Hey everyone, doing some front brakes. We've got a 2011 Ford Escape. We're replacing pads, we're replacing rotors. We'll just go over this real quickly. I've already loosened off all the bolts here. Vehicle's up, raised, tires off of course, jack stands underneath. Little screwdriver. 7mm to do the caliper bolts. 18mm to do the caliper bracket bolts. 4 bolts in total. Larger screwdriver. C-clamp to push the piston, the caliper piston back as well. So let's take a quick look at this here. Screwdriver, you got a retaining clip here, anti-rattle clip, retaining clip if you want. Give it a little touch, it'll pop out. Watch your eyes, there it goes. Now, like I said, I already got the bolts all loosened out. Your inside pad, it's got the clips inside of it, which pop right inside there. Take your caliper, move it off to the side. Outside pad. Take a look at the condition of these pads here as well. They are down. Probably could have got another few thousand kilometers, but the customer wanted them changed anyway. Make sure their vehicle's safe. Don't want no future problems. Couple of bolts on the inside to holding the caliper bracket on. Get those loosened off. 3/4 inch. Sorry, pardon me. 1/2 inch ratchet. Get in there, loosen those bolts off. This is looking tight right now. First bolt out. Around a bit. Caliper bracket is off. What you want to do is use a wire brush, clean up where the pad is gonna, where the brake pad is gonna ride on. You can see some of the dust that's coming off of that. Make sure that your brake hose is fine, that there's no cracks and no bulging in it. Make sure you got no leaks around your piston, your caliper piston around the boot. Make sure everything looks good there. Pop the rotor off. Overall condition of the rotor, you can see a lot of rust. There's a lip, rust lip here. We'll show you a new rotor here. We're replacing rotors and pads as well, so we'll grab the new rotor. New rotors. All that they do is they just go back on just like that. Grab your caliper bracket. Whoops. Let's do this right the first time, right? How about that? There we go. Always start the bolts by hand first if you're using impact guns or impact wrenches. You don't want to cross thread any bolt, because then you're going to be in trouble. Get those snugged up. Second here. Here we go. Give it a good reef. You can use a torque wrench if you want. Give that a bit of a clean. Grab your new brake pads. There we go. Obviously this is your outside pad. This pops in. Just like that. Your inside pad has the clip which goes inside the piston. Slams in like that. Push back your two Caliper pins, make sure that they're free moving. If they're not free moving, you need to put a little lubrication on them, take them apart, clean them up, do that. Position your caliper over top. Again, using your C-clamp to push the piston back. Take care of the boot, make sure that you do not damage the boot or else you will have to replace the caliper. Or replace the boot, taking it apart, but easier to do that, so here we go. Put this back in. What do I do with my extension? Line that up. Get nice and set up in there. Don't tighten it all the way, because you want to make sure that you'll be able to move the caliper around in order to put the bottom in, of course. Again, it's a 7mm. You can use an Allen key, or just get yourself a socket set, or you can just buy the socket itself. There's that. There are 2 dust plugs that pop into the back here. Pop them out. Pop them out with a screwdriver. Pop them back in just with your fingers. There's that. Make sure you wear safety glasses, because when these things pop, if like you seen that one go, you got a little bit of force to them. There we go. That's it. Front brake pads replaced. 2011 Ford Escape. Make sure that your clip is in. Make sure your 4 bolts are tight. Brake line is fine. CV boots are fine. Strut is fine. Coil spring is fine. Brake line is fine. Questions, comments? Leave them. Send me a message. Subscribe. There we go. Any questions? Send me an email. Thanks for watching.